What's up, royals? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Princess Netra, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make your own potting mix or potting soil for a grow bag or any kind of container that you want to grow your vegetables in. So I promised you this video, and we are going to go ahead and show you how to make your own potting soil on a budget. You're going to save so much money. If you're interested in this type of video, just keep on watching. So to make your own potting mix or container mix, you're going to need to get a product called Peat Moss. I got this from Walmart. It was around $10, and this is 2.2 cubic feet compressed. You can order this off Amazon. You can get it at Walmart. You might have to shop around. There are different brands of this, but as long as it's peat moss and it's compressed, it should be fine. This was $10. Then you're gonna go ahead and grab a garden soil. This is for in-ground use. This is perfectly fine. You can grab any kind of garden soil. The cheaper it is, the more money you're gonna save. So just find the cheapest garden soil that you can get, and that will be perfectly fine. This garden soil, Miracle Grow, all-purpose in-ground use, $4. Sometimes they have sales, so I caught this on sale. I think it was like 5 for $10. So get whichever garden soil is the cheapest. Basically, you're trying to save the most money you can. So you're gonna need a garden soil, and then flip around here, you're going to need a compost. Now I got this from Home Depot, and it was around $4 as well. Whatever compost you feel comfortable with, I would say go for it. If you know the brand, or if you've heard the brand is good, go ahead and try it. But yeah, I'm seeing good reviews online with this one, so I went ahead and went with this one. So you have your three products. You have your peat moss, you have your garden soil, then you have your compost. Now let's go ahead and get started. So the container that I am using is a 10-gallon grow bag. I purchased this off Amazon. So if you are interested in this specific container, I will link it down in the description box. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the first product we are going to put into our container, or wherever you're using your potting soil, we're going to start with our base. And the base of our potting soil is going to be peat moss. We're going to use peat moss, and we're going to use our garden soil. For this potting mix, we're gonna do a ratio of 1:1. So however much peat moss we put into this container, we're gonna put the same amount garden soil. So we're gonna match it equal parts, okay? So like a 50% ratio. I got as much peat moss as I want in this container, and I'm just gonna match this amount with garden soil. The amounts that you're gonna put in your container or wherever you're working with is gonna be relative to the container size. Match equal parts. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna match equal parts of ground soil. The last step is going to be adding in our compost, and that's going to be about 25% of the container or the space that you're using. Okay, and then after you've added all of your ingredients, you go ahead and mix it all together. Make sure you mix it well. Go from each side. And this is a really nice, nutritious compost. I've already been using it with my tomato plants and they are definitely loving it. They are growing nicely. And if you wanted to substitute stuff, you could substitute the peat moss for coco coir. I know people do that. You could also add leaf grow if you have that, if you can find it. I found it hard to find. It is not absolutely necessary, but if you want to go ahead and add it in, it will help your soil. But this is just the basic soil. This is going to save you a ton of money. These products cost me around $15 all together. It's just going to save you money in the long run. And I have a lot of containers to fill this year, so I really wanted to save on cost of soil, because I usually use Miracle-Gro potting mix and it will run you around $14 a bag, and that was just way too expensive. Get your soil mixed nicely. You don't want any dry spots or anything like that. So just work around and get it all mixed in there. And peat moss is great for container plants because it absorbs, it holds on to water. And you want your plants to hold on to as much water as possible when they are in a container. You don't want them to dry out super fast. You want them to hold as much water as possible. I live in Texas and it just gets super hot. So this is a nice potting soil. It's gonna hold on to moisture nicely. It has the nutrients that it needs. And this is just your basic potting mix, and you're gonna save a lot of money if you make your own.